I don't need a calorie calculator to know exactly what your maintenance calories are. Part 2. If you haven't watched the first video, go and have a look at it, and then come back to this one. Remember I told you I need a few data points that are essential for me to be able to exactly calculate your maintenance calorie. This is going to be your average weight loss over the past week. Ideally, if you have more data, for example, 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, and you can tell the average of that weight, then the better. And the biggest point for doing this is that you're tracking your weight consistently and regularly. Remember, there are going to be weight fluctuations on a daily basis, so the more you weigh, the more accurate data is going to be. Or I would say more reliable. So here's an example equation for how to determine more accurately without guessing what your maintenance calories are. To keep things simple, let's assume your weight is 130 pounds. So if your average weight loss is about 1.3 pounds per week, that means that is around 0.58 kilograms per week. If we translate this into grams, we will have that you are losing about 589 grams per week after a week of dieting. So as you can see, I'm converting the pounds to grams in order to apply the equation that I'm going to talk about. Since weight loss is a combination of body fat loss and some amount of lean body mass, aka fat-free mass, and the caloric value are typically expressed as calories per gram, whether it's protein or fat. That's why we need to convert pounds into grams. So we have the same units of measurement. Now that we have this number, we can determine approximately how much of a calorie deficit you have been to achieve this rate of loss per week. And so then we can determine your maintenance calories. For every 1 gram of weight loss, we're going to use a multiplier of 5.9 to 6.2 calories per gram. And why this number? This is because weight loss is rarely 100% fat loss, in which case 1 gram of fat is going to be equivalent to 9 calories. Fat-free tissue is going to be every 1 gram is going to be equivalent to 4 calories. And bear in mind, these numbers are extracted from case studies of drug-free bodybuilders over the course of contest preparation. So if we go back to our case study and you lost 589 grams per week, we will use this number and we will calculate it and multiply it by 5.9 calories, which gives us 3,479 calories. This is probably the total amount of calories that have been needed in terms of a deficit to achieve this weight loss per week. So if we have this total net energy deficit per week that is being achieved, we need to divide this by 7. When we do that, it gives us 497 calories, which has been our daily deficit. So in order to determine our maintenance calorie, we're going to add this number to your reported current calories. That's why you need to know your current calories and track your macros consistently, so you know exactly where you have been. So let's say you have been eating consistently 1,796 calories. By adding this number, which has been the deficit that you have been having daily for a week, this tells us that approximately your total energy expenditure and maintenance calories would be around 2,293 calories. And this is likely to be your true maintenance calorie. Hopefully this clarified, so you don't need any calorie calculator, you just need good quality data and someone who explains things really good, like me. And if you're tired of spinning your wheels and trying to do things right, or you feel a bit lost, make sure you comment down below coaching or even ask questions so I can answer them as soon as I can.